Hey, welcome everybody to the Views from the Vault. We got Jason with the Cap Wanderer, Pierre, to explain a little bit about what Topperz Store Select is. Pierre, take it away.
Yeah, I think this is something that we kind of have brought up and kind of alluded to over the past couple of months, but I think it's kind of important to lay out what it is and kind of and that sort of thing. I think a lot of folks are asking questions, so I want to kind of put it out there. I brushed up on my presentation skills, so let's see how this works out. So let's pull this up, Jason. We'll get started here.
I gotta say, I'm very impressed by the slides you put together.
I mean, I don't do too bad, man.
No.
So Topperz Store Select, what is it? So basically, this is our premium line of exclusive caps that are meant to be chase items. So I want you all to think about alternative materials, forward-thinking designs, remixes of original favorites, etc. So outside the box type stuff, and I think like we don't want it to be attainable for everybody because we want it to be kind of exclusive. So that's not that we don't want people to hit. You guys have seen the videos. There's tons of hats in this store. There's tons of amazing hats. I've been posting them. Jason's been posting some on his Topperz account, which we're going to talk about in a few minutes. But I think in general, these are just gorgeous hats that may push the boundaries a bit, which I think is a pretty cool thing. So if we move on here, this is what it comes with. So the first thing that kind of separates these caps. Now, this isn't a certificate of authenticity. What this is just a beautiful. I got to tell you, it's a beautiful document, gold embossed. It's going to be hand numbered. Either Jason, Pat, or myself are going to sign it. Every hat's going to be signed by one of the three of us in that official officer box. And it's also going to be marked with an official stamp. So I partnered with John Ink Park to create a stamp that's going to kind of be placed in the middle below Topperz Store USA. And there's going to be a pin on each hat with corresponding numbers, meaning the same number that appears on the Topperz Store Select certificate will also be embossed on the back of the pin. So awesome. Two really cool things to kind of go along with the beautiful cap that signifies it came from Topperz Store USA.
Yeah, like you said, it's not a certificate of authenticity because we know hats can and will be copied. This is just more to say, it came from here first.
Yeah, and I think what's cool about it too, it's hand numbered, right? One of us is signing the document. It's something you kind of keep along with your hat. I just think it's kind of a cool touch. I think the pin will be cool too. And the pin basically looks just like that Topperz Store Select logo, just so everyone's aware, because people were asking about that. And when those pins do come in, you'll see some photos of those floating around, I'm sure. All right. So next up, we're going to kind of talk through who to follow. And turn on post notifications, and I'm going to explain why in a minute. So we're going to pause here, take your screenshots, but make sure you're following these 5 accounts. So Topperz Store USA.
Yeah, and we'll put these links in the description of the video too.
Yeah, Topperz Store USA, Patlanta24, the Capped Wonder, Jason Topperz Store USA, and Anna Topperz Store USA. And why? Well, we're going to tell you why right now. So certain aspects of the Topperz Store Select program will run through these accounts. Some will require quick responses. Others may take different steps. Post notifications will increase your opportunities to win. So listen, I think what's important to realize here is that if you click to the next slide, Jason. As of now, Topperz Store Select will be primarily an in-store program. However, as we mentioned earlier, engagement with our social media platforms will provide non-local customers an opportunity to cop. So basically, there's going to be an allotment of these that are going to be kind of set aside for the social platforms to provide an opportunity to win an invoice, right? So basically, that's why you want, going back to that slide where I talked about turning on post notifications and following those accounts, is because any one of those accounts is suddenly going to have a blast that's going to be like, all right, it's time. Let's get started here. Some may be timed. It may be like, hey, the first X amount of customers or whatever. We don't know yet. So we just want to kind of get everyone in this line of thinking that anything's possible. So, but we want to provide people other than just the local customers an opportunity to get a hold of these hats. But again, this is primarily an in-store program. You know, it's really driven to drive more footsteps into the store. However, we're going to make sure that we're allowing for some folks outside of that local community to win an opportunity to buy one of these. And next, how to cop and limit. So react fast and or accurately to the method we use via our socials. In the event of a planned drop, follow the rules, and those will be clearly outlined. Okay. Any drop that happens at Topperz Store USA in Mott Haven is certainly going to be very clear. And in the event of a shock drop, same thing, follow the rules. Limit is 1 per customer, no exception. So listen, this is not going to be a moment where you go back in the line multiple times to get the hat. That's not how it's going to work. There's going to be limit 1 per customer. And those will be something I'll personally be policing when I'm in the store. So the backdoor culture and that sort of thing will not exist. This is limit 1 per customer. And that's kind of where we're going to leave it. And finally, the future. So if this works well, we will have both exclusive in-store Topperz Store Select drops and social account-driven Topperz Store Select drops. This will help keep a great balance between our local and non-local customers. So right now, what you're looking at is an allotment of each hat being set aside for the social media accounts to allow those non-local customers to win something, the opportunity to buy one of these hats. However, in the future, listen, I think where it's going to head, and this is what we're hoping to do, is that there will be 2 sort of streams of these, right? Yeah. Not all the same hats, but one that may be set aside just for the social media accounts and one that's set aside for the in-store local customer. So that's the anticipated future. Now, that's not happening right now. I want to be clear. I don't want you all knocking on our doors saying, why aren't you doing it right now? This is something that we see on the horizon, but not immediately. We've got to get ourselves get our footing
acclimated.
Get acclimated to the retail store environment. But I will tell you guys this is going to be fantastic. And I will say this, there's already multiple Topperz Store Select hats that have dropped in the store that I've seen already. And I got to tell you, you're not going to be disappointed. These things are crazy. And you know what? I think I'll leave everyone with one more thing, if that's okay, Jason. Yeah. And it's the other pack that we're doing that you guys are going to start seeing flowing onto the social media accounts and whatnot. And it's the GOAT pack. So, yeah, these are pretty cool. So
let's take this down before we get into that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So this GOAT pack. So when we started this, we talked about how are we going to sort of honor and pay homage to those folks that were in these hat stores prior to us opening Topperz Store USA. So we decided to leverage the Yard Goats logos, and they have a lot of them, to be honest with you. They're more than people think when you look at word marks and whatnot. And we were going to create hats that we felt best connected to certain individuals in the hat community and store owners and store creators. And I got to tell you, man, 3 came in today, and all 3 look fantastic. So, keep your eyes open for those too. Like, I want you thinking people like, I don't know, John Jay, like maybe Pink Bottom Just, maybe Preem, right? People like that. I don't know, people like that. Maybe Ty Mathis, you never know. So these are just some of the folks I want you thinking about, but these hats will be flowing in soon.
Yeah, I just want to say it's an homage to some of the creators that inspired us. And it's been a lot of fun actually coming up with the ideas for these hats and putting them into fruition and seeing these actually delivered. I mean, when you see these hats, you're gonna know who they're paying homage to just by looking at the details.
100%. There's no doubt. If you've really been connected to the hat game over the past 3 or 4 years, when you see the hat, you're gonna say, "All right, yeah, I know who that is." No doubt. Listen, man, this has been fun so far. I've loved working with you, Jason. I've loved working with Pat Lanta. Pat, just a fantastic guy to work with as well. It's been great, man. I mean, my days off from my regular job have been spent toiling around in that store, but I will tell you, it's worth every second, man. It really is. It's a fantastic experience. And you know what else I'll tell you? I'm loving the community out there. So I'm letting people in the store, like not on the side with the exclusive stuff. I'm not letting them see that stuff, but the store, I'm letting them in. Come look around a little bit. You can't buy anything right now, but come look around a little bit. And it's been great, man. Young people, old people, all kinds of people just coming in that front door and just excited by what we're doing over there. So
awesome.
You know, it's just amazing to kind of be a part of that community. So listen, I want to thank you, Jason. And with that, take us away.
Yes. Make sure to follow all of the social media accounts that we brought up in the slides here. We'll make sure to post the links to them in the description of the video. And man, we are super forward to seeing you guys on May 6th and beyond. But for Pierre, this is Jason. We're signing out.
See you, everybody.
Peace.
Brought to you by VFTV.